Dear students of class 6, yesterday we have discussed the first part of the text Taro's reward, and in the first part we discussed that Taro was a very poor woodcutter, but he was very much careful about his parents and he wanted to give his parents that sake, right, drink, and that's why he decided to work hard, right, and that's why he woke up earlier than usual. And then what happened, that we will see today. So let's read from 5. Then suddenly Taro stopped chopping, right? Then suddenly, all of a sudden, Taro stopped chopping. Chopping means cutting the wood. What was the sound he heard? Means he heard a sound and he stopped chopping and he said, what was the sound he heard? Could it possibly be rushing water? Means he was thinking that could it possibly be the running of water? The water was running near him and the sound he heard. That's why he said, could it possibly be the running of water, rushing of water? Taro could not remember even seeing or hearing a rushing stream in that part of the forest. I couldn't remember that any stream means small river is there in that part, and rushing of stream, rushing of water in that part, and couldn't see that. He was thirsty. The eggs dropped out of his hands, means the eggs fell down from his hands, and he ran in the direction of the sound. The sound was coming. So suppose if the water runs by the side, then kind of noise will come. So he fell down the eggs and he went to the direction of the stream. Then Taro saw a beautiful little waterfall hidden behind a rock. Beautiful little waterfall. The water is falling from the hill kind of thing. So, and behind a rock, kneeling at a place, kneel means he knelt down, right? So he sat over his knees, where the water flowed quietly, peacefully. He cupped a little in his hands. Cup means like hold his two hands, little in his hands, took some water in his hands, as if in a cup. So cupped hands, hold his both hands together, and that shape of a cup. So and what? So cupped little in his hands and put it to lips, and then he drank some water. Was it water or was it sake? He asked himself, was it water or was it sake? He tasted it again and again. He tasted it again and again. And always it was the delicious sake. And it was the taste of a delicious sake. It means very tasty, right? Instead of cold water. That is not cold water. That quickly filled the pitcher. Pitcher means that mud pot. Okay. And he had with him and hurried home. After that he went home. The old man was delighted with the sake. The old man that his father led to the sake. After only one swallow of the liquid, means he drank some sake and he stopped shivering. He was just kind of shivering, shaking, right, trembling, and little dance. He danced little in the middle of the floor. That afternoon, a neighbor stopped by for a visit. A neighbor stopped by his house for a visit to visit. Taro's father politely offered her a cup of the sake. Taro's father politely, very gently gave her a cup of sake. Right? The lady drank it greedily. As if desiring more and more, in a greedy manner, and thanked the old man. Then Taro told her the story of the magic waterfall. Thanking them for the delicious drink, very tasty drink, and she left in a hurry. She left the place in a hurry, quickly. By nightfall, she had spread the story throughout the whole village. By night, she spread the story throughout the whole village about that sheikh, right, at Taro's house. Now, that evening, there was a long procession of visitors to the woodcutter's house. Procession of visitors means many people came, right? Procession of visitors. So the line, they were coming in a line to the woodcutter's house. Each man heard the story of the waterfall and took a sip of the sheikh. And each man heard the story and took a sip of the sheikh. In less than an hour, the pitcher was empty. Next morning, so within 1 hour, that pitcher was empty, because everyone came and they asked for that sheikh, and Taro's father gave, and within some time that pitcher became empty. Next morning, Taro started for work even earlier than the morning before, even earlier than the yesterday morning, right? The previous morning. He carried with him the largest pitcher he owned, largest mud pot that he had, for he intended first of all to go to the waterfall. He wished firstly to go to the waterfall. When he reached it, he found, to his great surprise, all his neighbors there. He discovered that all his neighbors, they went near the waterfall. They were carrying pitchers, jars, buckets, mud pot, jars, buckets, anything they could find to hold the magic sheikh, to collect the magic sheikh. Then one villager knelt and held his mouth under the waterfall to drink. Knelt down and held his mouth under the waterfall to drink. He drank again and again, and then shouted angrily. He became angry and shouted, "Water, nothing but water." He said, "Water, nothing but water." Others also tried, but there was no sheikh, only cold, but they tasted only cold water. That's all. We will continue in the next class.